Hello everyone, today we are gonna solve online stock span problem. So in this problem we have to design an algorithm that collect daily price curves of some stock and return the span of stock price for the current day. That means what is span of stock price is defined as the maximum number of consecutive days starting from today and going backward for which the stock price was less than or equals to today's price. So for example, if our stock price is this, so what we have to do is this is our current price. So we have to go backward and check when our price was less than or equals to today's price. So there is no, so my answer will be 1 because today is less than or equals to. For 80, my less than equals to will be 80. For 60, 80 is greater, then it will be for 1 day. 70, it will be for 70. You see, for 2 days, my price is less than or equals to 70. So I will put 2. 60, again answer will be 1. 75, 75, 60, 60, 70 and 60. Both of four of them are smaller than 75 or equals to 75. So I will put 4 here. For 85, I have to go backward and check when my price was greater than 85. So my price was greater than 85 here. So my answer will be this. So 85, 75, 60, 70, this and this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my answer will be this. So I have to return this. Basically not an array. What we have to do is we have a two function. One to initialize our object and second to return this nest. If I give you 100, you have to return this one. If we give you 1, you have to return this. So this is how our code is done. First of all, when we do stock spanner dot nest 100, so it should return 1. I've already explained why it will be 1. Okay, so this is how we are returning 4 because the last 4 price including today's price 75, including today's price 75, the last 4 day price are less than or equals to today's price, that is 75. So this is the question description. Now let's understand how we can solve this problem. So our first solution can be our brute force approach. So what will be our brute force approach? We will iterate over this. We can use one loop from 4 and I equals to 0 to end, 0 to end, and then we can use one loop while let's say if I am here, so what I have to do, I have to move from I minus 1 to until it's my 0. So I can put here int j is equals to I minus 1, and until my j is greater than equals to 0, and this should be greater than or equals to my left element. So array, let's say this is my array, I should be greater than or equals to array j. Till then I will find and I will make my answer plus plus, and maybe my answer starts from 1 because this is already this. So if I am here, so what I will do, this will be my j, this will be my I. So j will start from here, and already my answer is 1. So j will start from here, it will check is it smaller, yes, answer will be plus 1. So answer will become from 1 to it will become 2. Now it will check, yes it is also, then it will become 3, then check, yes, so it will become 4. Now this will be greater. So in that case I will break after this loop and I will store it somewhere. If I have to store it this, but we do not have to store, we have to return. So in that case I will return my answer. So this will be our first solution. What will the time complexity? Time complexity of this solution will be O of n. Because why O of n? Because for finding next for finding this, for this our time complexity will be O of n, and for finding all of them our time complexity will be O of n square. Okay, but here our next function is finding for single, not for all. So for this our time complexity will be O of n, and space complexity, what will be our space complexity? We are not using any extra space, so space complexity will be 1. So now let's see the code. So what we are doing is we are storing all the result in vector. We are storing this 80, 100, 80, 60, 70 in our vector v, and what we are doing is once we call like next 100, So first of all, we push this 100 into our vector, and then we start from last. Let's say if this I just enter 75, so I will start from here. I will start from v size minus 1, and then until I is greater than 0, I will check my price is greater than, this should be greater than, until it's greater I will do my answer plus plus, and otherwise if I get a greater element, in that case I will break and return my answer. So the time complexity of this next operation will be O of n. If this next function call n time for n time, like here, in that case my time complexity will be O of n square, overall time complexity. But right now for this nest our time complexity will be O of n. So now let's see how I can improve my time complexity from O n to O of 1. Now let's see how we can solve this problem using stack. I have already tell you in my earlier videos that whenever you see two loops where our inner loops is dependent on our first loop, like if it is my I is 0 to n, and if this loop is dependent like j equals to I minus 1 I or I plus 1 to n or 0, in that case you see it's dependent on this. In that case we can solve it using stack. But if you do not remember this trick, we can also see that what if I am here, what I have to find, I will continue until I find the next greater element to its left. So we have already solved next greater element right. Similarly, there is one problem, next greater element right. So in that problem also we can use our stack. So in next greater right problem we start from here, and in next greater left we start from here. Okay, so now let's see how we can solve this problem. So what I will do, what will be our minimum answer? Our minimum answer will be 1. So what I will do, I will check if there is some smaller element than this current number in my stack or not. If it is there, then I will add that number into my answer. Otherwise, I will put this into my stack. So right now my stack is empty. So I will make my 100, and right now my answer will be 1. For 100, my answer will be 1. Now for 80, I will start from answer equals to 1. Now is it smaller? This 100 is not smaller. So I will make 80 will be there and 1 will be there, and 1 will be the answer of this 80. So the next function will return this answer. When I comes to 60, is it not small? So 60 will be there. Now when I comes to 70, starting from answer equals to 1, I see 60 is smaller. So I will pop this, and I will mark is 60, 1. So I will add 1 plus 1, 2. Now I will see 80 is smaller. No, it is not smaller. Then I've written this 2, and before returning I will add this to my stack, 70, 2. Now for 60, is this smaller? No. So I will add 60, 1. Now after that, is 75 is small, is 75 is greater than this 60? Yes, this 60 is smaller. So in that case, what I will do, I will pop out this 60, and my answer for 75 is 1. Now I will remove it and make 60 second is 1. So I will add 1 plus 1, it will be 2. Now is 70 is also smaller? Yes, 70 is also smaller. So I will remove this, and 70's answer was 2. So I will add 2. So 2 plus 2, it will be 4. Now is 80 is smaller? No, it is not smaller. So in that case, I will mark this 4 as my answer, and I will return 4 as my answer for this 75, and I will put it here before returning. So my 75, 4 will be my answer. Now the final thing, when I comes to 85, my minimum answer will be 1. I will always start from 1 because the minimum answer will be 1. Now for 1, is 75 is smaller? Yes, it is. Then what will the answer of 75? 75 is 4. So I will mark 4. In that case, you can simply see what we are doing is actually, rather than calculating all the and checking all this. If this is smaller, so all element is smaller than this, also smaller than this. So we are storing in that way. So now 1 plus 4, our answer will be 5. So now 80 and 1. So 80 is also smaller than 85. So I will remove this and I will mark it 6. And then is 100? No. So I will mark 85 as 6. So this is how I return all the answer in O of 1 time. What I am doing is I am just checking it space I'm just checking it top of stack, and if it is smaller then I am removing. So the overall time complexity of this solution will be O of 1 and space complexity will be O of n, because we are storing it into our this. So now let's check the code. So here we are using stack. Here we are using stack of pair. One is this is our price and this is our answer for that price. So now let's check. First of all, we start from answer 1 and until our stack is empty and our first element is less than price, we move this and we add a second element. This is our answer. So if my, let's say if this is 100, if my 100 is greater than this, then I will add this to my answer, 6 to my current answer. And finally, once I have calculated my answer, I will put it here like 100,7 and I will return this answer for this next operation. So the time complexity of this will be amortized of 1, because it may be possible if its drop is smaller, then I have to remove certain elements. If it is 150, then I will remove all the elements here. Okay, so it will be amortized of 1 and space complexity will be of n for storing this. I hope you understand both the solution. If it helps you, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.